everybody, welcome to Power Moon Tarot. Good to have you with me today, and we have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 is represented by the strawberry, pile number 2 is represented by the pear, and pile number 3 is the apple. So you can go directly to the timestamps below in the description box and find your pile. Today's reading is called How Do They Feel After Spending Time With You? And we will be having an extended reading after this reading, and there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Just make sure you choose the right pile for the pile that you watched, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, and we are going to go ahead and start with pile number 1, okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the strawberry, and today's reading is called How Do They Feel After Spending Time With You? We're gonna go ahead and look at your reading today, pile number 1, and then we're gonna take it to your extended reading on my Vimeo channel where we'll get more information and likely get 18 plus as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop into the energy. Pile number 1, there's the 9 of Cups. Somebody's feeling good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. That's a good note to start on, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and get your cards out, and then I'll go through them with you. We have Grand Trine and Blessings. Okay, well, that's really nice. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have Sagittarius here, okay? And I'm just gonna show you, we have Love. Okay, very interesting. Pile number 1, we have Balancing Act. We have I Am Practical, okay, and that makes sense with the Queen of Pentacles for sure. And we have Semi-Sextile and Allowing, okay. And we have I Never Knew What It Was Like to Look at You, or to look at someone and smile for no reason. Okay, pile number 1. So, I mean, so far, really nice. And, you know, with this Love and Balancing Act, they may just want to be careful that they don't fall too far too quickly. Okay, with this I Am Practical, but they definitely see you as a blessing here with this Grand Trine Blessings, okay? And I do think they really love your personality and enjoy being around you. We have here, I can't find the right words to say, but I'll try anyway. We have the World card and we have the Star card, okay. And then finally we have Toxic Lover, pile number 1, okay? And I actually think the toxic lover is representing someone from their past, okay? And I think that's why they are, you know, on they have a bit of a balancing act going on here, because, you know, they like you, they enjoy spending time with you, but they don't want things to move too far, too quickly, too fast, okay? And also with this, I can't find the right words to say. I do feel like they really loved your personality, finding you both a combination of somebody who's very practical, very solid, very grounded, which I feel was exactly opposite to the person that they were with in the past, okay? And some of them could have been with like a really toxic Leo in the past. And so far here in the reading, I'm seeing Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, okay? I'm also seeing the number 8 here, so somebody could have a birthday in the 8th month. And I'm also seeing the initials A and T. I'm also seeing a P and an M, okay? So first name, last name, middle name here. And also I'm seeing somebody eating in a restaurant and a waiter coming over, like eating at a round table, and a waiter coming over to pick up various things. Okay, so maybe someone here works in the food service industry or works in hospitality or something like that, or you two were literally out at a, you know, place together having a dinner or a drink or something, having some dinner or drinks, okay? But I mean, I feel like this person comes away feeling very like uplifted and enthusiastic here. On the Sagittarius card, it says, enthusiastic, feeling lucky to have met you, feeling like very happy-go-lucky, adventurous, and, you know, feeling like they're ready to take a risk on someone, okay? And you can see that he's pointing at her, and it's like, that's the type of person I want to be with. Like pile number 1, that's the type of person that I've been looking for, because we have seeking here too, okay? And I do think this person comes away like smiling, thinking about you, and it's like for no reason other than just you crossed their mind. And I do think it's like they think if they would have met someone like you maybe earlier on in their life, things would have been different, because I do think this person could have been with a partner in the past that was very mean-spirited, very possessive, very controlling, put them down a lot, made them feel trapped, okay? And yeah, so I do think that this person, with this, I can't find the right words to say in the World card, they might have been a little bit afraid that they didn't let you know, like they maybe were a bit reserved and didn't really say how excited they were, like right away, okay? And that could just be because they, you know, they don't want to come off as jumping into something too quickly. And they also are trying to kind of like, you know, like self-police in a way. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Like make sure that they're not going overboard and they're not like jumping into something right away, okay? And with this I am practical, you know, they're saying that they are open-minded and always willing to try something new, yet wise enough to stop and think before jumping into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure their time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. Okay, so I do think they actually really love your personality, pile number 1, with this love here, because like, you know, you're coming across as being like very together and very, I also feel like very funny, pile number 1, very pragmatic. Some of you may have like a dry sense of humor, and you're just coming across as a mature person regardless of your age, okay? And but you're also coming across as somebody who is like adventurous but also honest, right? And also like boundless and loves to travel and all of this type of stuff, but also ethical and generous, okay? So I also feel like when this person spends time with you, they come away thinking of the possibilities of where you guys could go in the world, or what you could do, or where you could travel, okay? And I do think that they come away like thinking of that, all right? And it is a bit of a balancing act right now for this person, because I think they may have a lot of work responsibilities, or they may be quite busy right now, and they don't want to like jump into things too quickly. But I also think they're doing this kind of like weigh it out type of thing, because, you know, although they don't want to come off as like jumping into something too quickly, and they're have a lot going on, they could travel for work, etc., they also want to give you the impression, or let you know, that they actually like you and they actually enjoy being around you, okay? So I feel like they also come away from spending time with you thinking, you know, I should really let pile number 1 know, like, that I actually like them and I actually like really enjoy their personality, okay? And this is the semi-sextile in astrology here, and it says allowing, right? And you can see that the plant and the leaves are starting to grow here and open up. And so this person comes away seeing the potential in this connection and wants to think, you know, hopeful thoughts about the connection. With the Star card, it's all about, you know, healing and hope and inspiration. And but with the World card here, they're also kind of putting a lid on it a bit, pile number 1, because they don't want to go overboard, okay? So they're tempering things a little bit, and they're realizing like they've grown and they're hoping because they've grown and moved on from toxic situations that, you know, things will be looking up for them when it comes to love, okay? And I do think they're very attracted to your energy and like really digging your personality, okay? And yeah, anyway, there's some 18 plus information that I just got, pile number 1, but we'll go into that in your extended reading. And you know, they may be, I feel like this person isn't really that shy, but maybe when it comes to like initially putting themselves out there or saying what they're feeling, they may have a little bit of a difficult time finding the right words to say, you know, to let you know, like, this is exactly what they're thinking and feeling. Okay. So I do think some of them came away from the situation wondering if they should have said a little bit more, or if they should have, you know, like made it a little bit more known to you. Because I do think that they were flirting and they liked you and they came off as liking you, but they may be questioning, like, did I do it enough? Did I, you know, because I do think that they're interested. Okay. And, you know, there's a lot of things going on in their life right now with this world and balancing act. And so, you know, they've got a lot of things to think about as far as, you know, relationships go. But I do feel like they're very hopeful with the Star card. And they really like what they see in you is also what I'm getting here. Like, they really think that they're not thinking you're a toxic person at all, pile number 1. I'm not getting that. In fact, I think they think that you're a sweetheart, that you're nice, kind, gentle, fun, engaging, okay? And I do think this person thinks that you're like an emotionally healthy person, that you're emotionally mature. And the Star card could also be like fantasy too, as well. And so this person could come away with like images and thoughts and fantasies in their head, okay, as they like walk away from you, or as they reflect on the time that they spent with you. And the Star card is all about reflection. So I do think that they reflect on things, okay? After seeing you and spending time with you. I feel like with this World card here, the world in the tarot represents Saturn. So I just feel like they want to be pragmatic though with this I am practical card, and not, you know, like get head over heels immediately. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 1? Or they're just trying to keep their head on straight is what I feel like too. Okay, but I feel like at the same time, they really don't want that to stop anything from blossoming here, okay? Because I do think they like your vibes, pile number 1. So that is very cool, pile number 1, and I like it. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and you know, sometimes with Justice and the 9 of Cups, this person may at times have a hard time letting themselves relax or unwind, or they feel like, you know, so I do feel like this person needs to, and they could have a stressful job at times, or, you know, I do think they have a really good time with you. And, you know, talk about balancing act with Justice, right? Like, you know, having fun versus being serious, okay? And maybe some of you are in that space too, of, you know, like wanting to choose the right type of person, but also wanting to laugh and have fun and like not be serious all the time, right? So I think there's a balance of this going on, and I love that we have the Queen of Pentacles and we also have Sagittarius here, because it shows me somebody who's mature, responsible, pragmatic, practical, but also somebody who is like adventurous and likes to have fun too. Okay, so pile number 1, those are the energies that I am getting for you, and I'd love to see you on the extended reading, pile number 1, if you'd like to join me and go deeper into this connection. We'll find out what this person is thinking about you, pile number 1, and we'll also get into the 18 plus info. Take care, my friends. Let's move on to Pile number 2. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the Pear, and today's reading is called How Do They Feel After Spending Time With You? It is straight up 2 o'clock on my clock right now, pile number 2, and we are in pile number 2. Yay! And we are going to find out what they feel and what they think after they're done hanging out with you. And also, for those of you that would like to join me on my Vimeo channel, we will be getting 18 plus channeled messages as well. And there'll be a link to my channel below. So let's go ahead for my pile number 2s and find out, how does this person feel after spending time? We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that out here and from the bottom of the deck. And this Page of Swords, very curious, wanting to know more, having more questions, needing more answers, you know, wanting to have further discussions with you. Okay, pile number 2, very curious type of energy. We have air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and take a bite out of a juicy pear. Pile number 2. Let's find out. We have the first house and the body. Ooh, curious about that body. Pile number 2. We have strength here, okay? And yeah, I kind of feel like this person having some naughty thoughts about you and kind of trying to tame them a little bit and wondering, you know, what you got going on. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, very interesting. I'm gonna keep going and then I'll speak to the cards we have here. We have reflection, okay? We have Neptune, wow. Neptune and reflection. And yeah, we have North Node and destiny here. Okay, so becoming the person that you are, practicing on your path, and making a big splash, okay, with the North Node here. And we have I am afraid of commitment. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. I was kind of gathering that. And we have I can feel you close to me, okay? So this person, they might not outwardly acknowledge that they're afraid of commitment. I don't know that they would like actually admit that to themselves. With the Knight of Cups here, I feel like they think that they're like a romantic and that they're real sensitive and dreamy and romantic, but there could be a part of them that is afraid of commitment too. I can feel you close to me. Okay, so after spending time with you, they can still feel your essence with them. They can still, it's like they can still feel your body next to them. They may actually have dreams about you with this Neptune card here and wonder what you're thinking of them with this reflection card. Like they may be curious to know what's actually on your mind and if you enjoyed the time as well. We have the answers are in your dreams and dream and a dream key. Okay, so definitely dreaming going on. This person, after spending time with you, will dream about you. And I do think they're having some like fantasy dreams as well. Pile number 2, okay? And it's like with this Page of Swords, I just can't get you out of my head, right? I just can't get you out of my head. Your lovin' is all I think about, okay? So, you know, they just are like, I feel like they're asking, like, why am I, like, they're kind of curious themselves. Like, why am I dreaming about pile number 2? Or why do I think of them at the weirdest times? Or why do they always pop into my head, especially at night with this reflection and Neptune card? We have here 8-8, this card 8-8, I am wealthy. And it says, you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life, okay? You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all which bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy. And Yeah, I do feel like, you come off as being very strong and together and looking really nice with the strength card here. This person may want you to think that they're very successful or that they work pretty hard, okay? But I also feel like this is a message for you guys in general, pile number 2, that you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant life, and you will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all which bring you financial stability and material abundance, okay? And you deserve it, pile number 2, with the strength card and destiny in the North Node. It takes courage to let go of your fears and to face things and to do things and to not give up, okay? And I do think that this person, they may feel a little, I don't want to say inadequate, pile number 2, but they may be a tad bit intimidated by you, or they may be a tad bit intimidated by some of the things that you want to do, or some of you here too could have some type of a public platform with strength card. It represents that Leo energy, like taking center stage, okay? And, and just you guys really giving off a lot of energy of excitement and exuberance and, courage. And you could have told this person, oh yeah, I'm doing all these things, or I'm trying all these new things, okay? And, I feel like you look like you're on the up and up here, all right? And I just heard maybe another time, okay? So, maybe you guys, I feel like this person honestly could have propositioned you for some type of romantic encounter, or to kind of like take things further and like physically, pile number 2, okay? I do feel like this person, if they haven't yet, I do feel like they're wondering here with this first house and the body, okay? Like if they did proposition you, or they did ask you if you would be interested, or if you would just kind of go reject them, or just say, you're not what I'm looking for, or this type of thing, okay? So this person here with the 9 of Wands could be a little bit, worried, I feel like, maybe about getting involved and what all that entails and what that all means, okay? Because I feel like some of you have a very strong destiny, pile number 2, or you have a very strong presence, and some of you could come from a lineage of very strong women or very strong men, depending on who's watching this. But, you come from this strong lineage, and I feel like yourself, pile number 2, and you're very like self-possessed. And I do feel like a lot of people could want you physically, pile number 2, okay? But I also feel like you guys have had to, tell a few hopefuls, yeah, that's not really, like, shut them down, or tell them that's not really what I'm looking for, okay? So, I do feel like this person may be wondering, like, did I say the wrong thing, or did I? But I feel like with this Knight of Cups here, they're gonna try again, okay? It's not like they're ending anything, or they're like letting go of anything. I think they're going to try again to get their freaky freak on with you, pile number 2. And I do think they're going to ask you about, I think there's some questions they want to ask you. Maybe some of you have been overcoming health issues as well, or overcoming something with your physical body, or maybe they have, okay? But I do think they have some questions for you. And with this Knight of Cups, it's like, I've got a burning desire for you, baby, okay? And the Knight of Cups is Scorpio in the tarot, and then Strength is Leo. And we also saw the air signs coming up here. And then we have the Moon in Sagittarius, which is the 9 of Wands, okay? And the 9 of Wands is about recovering and getting stronger again, and feeling like the courage to kind of move forward, okay? So this person could have been a little bit off, maybe physically, when you guys spent time with them last, or, you know, somebody could have been feeling feverish, hopefully not fluish, but somebody could have been like not in their 100% best health, okay? But I mean, I feel like this person isn't really backing down though, pile number 2. I feel like, you know, they're gonna try again. And if you told them, no, you know, I'm not really like ready, or that's not really what I'm looking for, or you just held firm to your standards, pile number 2, I do feel like they think you're a person that does hold strong to your standards and that you are a special person, okay? And some of you have, you know, a lot of experience and development. Some of you may be developing a practice or a path, or you're really blossoming and becoming like this beacon of light for others, okay? And, you know, they may feel a little bit jealous with this scorpionic energy here, okay? With the Knight of Cups, there may be a little bit of jealousy. It's like they know that other people notice you, or notice your body, or notice you, pile number 2, and I think they think about that too. But this person also could be a little bit challenged or afraid of commitments, okay? But at the same time, I don't think they're really gonna stop, you know, trying to seduce you or trying to talk to you because they want to, okay? And they're saying like when you are away from them, they can still feel you close to them, okay? And that's maybe freaking them out just a little bit, okay? Because we have these Neptune dreams going on and this reflection, and wondering like what is going on, okay? And I also think their body responds to you in like a very heightened way, or a very mysterious way, and that you really know how to, like if you touch this person, like you really know how to like bring out the like more animal instincts in them, okay? Or you have a way of like handling them, dealing with them, or touching them that is, you know, very interesting to them and makes it feel like a challenge, you know, because the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups likes a little bit of a challenge, okay? And we have Magical Map Shifter. And so I also feel like they come away thinking that you like change your mind a lot, or that you are sometimes it seems like you're really with this first house in the body, like sometimes that you're like super open and into it and curious about them, and you want to talk and you want to make out, or you want to have fun, this type of thing. And then other times it seems like you're like totally focused on something else, okay, with the Strength and Destiny card. And they may be wondering like why things keep shifting, okay? Or and some of them may think that you may be a little bit afraid of commitment at times too, pile number 2. And because there is this kind of like reflection, I feel like, between you and this person, okay? I just heard, isn't that dandy? Okay, so maybe somebody says that word a lot, like something's dandy. But anyway, so, you know, I think this person is wondering with this reflection and Page of Swords card, if you think of them, and if what they think about you is also what you're thinking about them, okay? And also probably wondering like, are you two on the same page, okay? And also very curious about what you think of them is also what I'm getting here, pile number 2. And I feel like they didn't want to give you the wrong impression of being defensive or not being open. Some of them may have been a little bit annoyed as well after spending time with you, like the rules keep changing, or pile number 2's like thoughts keep shifting. One time they're like completely open to me, and like talkative, and then another time they're like focused on other things, or they're like, you know, not really like, you know, not really like super aware, or they're in like a different state. Okay. And because of Neptune here, they may come away too, like if you guys have a couple drinks, or if you know, substances of any kind, they may come away feeling like hungover, or they may come away feeling like the next day feeling very tired or feeling very discombobulated. But I also feel like with this Neptune energy, it's like they can feel you though, you know what I mean? And I can feel you close to me. And we have imagination and memories. So this person's mind is thinking about your body and thinking about, you know, because the Strength card in the tarot, the sense it's associated with is taste. So they could be thinking about that in the body and thinking about you and having, you know, memories, and their imagination is running wild with Neptune. Okay. And they could be having like some vision or fantasies as well. And they could, Neptune is also very enchanting. So they could be coming away feeling very enchanted by you, but also confused by you. Okay. And maybe they're wondering, what type of magic did pile number 2 put on me? Pile number 2 has the magic touch. All right. And I do feel with destiny and strength, this person does come away feeling the strength of this connection and feeling like there's somehow, like without even maybe knowing you that well, or without even like knowing where things are going to go, like there is some type of strong connection between you two. Okay. And like things with this magical map shifter could kind of like keep changing all the time though. And I do feel like they come away feeling like invigorated and burning with desire with this Knight of Cups. Okay. And I think after they get over the initial hump of like what's going on here, feeling kind of confused, not really knowing what you mean, maybe when you say certain things, they may find your style of communication kind of going back and forth a lot, or being a little bit confusing to them. Pile number 2. But I don't think it really like takes away from the fact that they want you. You know what I mean? Because we still have the Knight of Cups here that is like, you know, keen to approach you, keen to talk to you, keen to, you know, see you again, right? And keen to find out more of what's going on here. And again, with the dreaming and, you know, like the just feeling very dreamy, spacey, high, like, you know, maybe tripping over things or stumbling over things, or kind of, you know, like that type of energy when they like are, when they walk away from you, or when they're kind of off on their own. And I do think they spend considerable time with this Page of Swords in reflection, thinking about what transpired when you two were together, and thinking about, you know, maybe any incongruent information, or things that maybe didn't make sense, or times when you were like open versus when you were like, yeah, no, or kind of putting up more of a standard or a boundary. Okay. So yeah, I do think you keep them guessing with this magical map shifter. I mean, I think they're intrigued, and I think you keep them guessing. And, you know, with this I'm afraid of commitment, they may be a little bit afraid to ask you of what it is that you actually want, or what it is that you're looking for. You two both may be kind of in this space of wondering that, and maybe not wanting to disturb the vibes. Okay. But I do think you guys could be expecting this person to say certain things or do certain things, you know, and I do feel like you guys are expecting them to come forward with some type of communication, or to tell you something. All right. And Neptune can make everything kind of blurry and undefined, and, you know, it's interesting, right? But we have this, you know, Spirit is telling you guys you are like shifting your own reality right now, pile number 2. And it does take tremendous focus and concentration and courage, you know, and something about here with a learning curve, or, you know, like needing to demonstrate a certain skill, or the need to have a strong learning curve with something that you're doing, pile number 2, okay? So Spirit just saying you're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant life, and you will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all which bring you abundance into your life, okay? So try not to get caught up in the Neptune haze too much, pile number 2. Try to keep your mind clear, and there may be some dreams that really make things clear for you guys in general, okay? But I also feel like, you know, you may shift the territory on this person a lot, so they may get confused at times. But again, like I've said multiple times in this reading, pile number 2, I don't think it's dissuading them from trying to get with you, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, pile number 2. And for those of you that would like to join me on my Vimeo channel, I will be having a 18 plus extended reading, and there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below if you'd like to get more messages about this connection and from this person. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the apple, and today's reading is called How Do They Feel After Spending Time With You? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into your reading, pile number 3, and after this reading, we'll have an 18 plus extended reading. Okay, so you can join me on my Vimeo channel if you feel so inclined, and let's take a bite out of that juicy apple for my pile number 3s and find out how this person, okay, it's 222 and you're reading right now, pile number 3, 222, angel number, okay, 2 of course is the number of partnership and connection, and yeah, so, the Ace of Wands, how nice, okay, and the Ace of Wands with the Page of Pentacles, like, I want to get next to you, okay? I'm trying to come up with a plan. I'm trying to come up with something that seems very natural and spontaneous, but actually I'm trying to get with you, okay? So this person walks away feeling very, you know, energized with a lot of energy, or feeling like, you know, anything is possible, okay? But let's go ahead and see what else here comes up for how they feel after spending time with you. Oh yeah, we have the fire element and desire. And of course, you know, the Ace of Wands is the elemental fire energy in the tarot, so that's double fire. We could have fire signs here in this pile, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? But they come away like really amped up and turned on, pile number 3. So, you know, wanting more. We have the 6 of Swords and we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. Wow. So let's get the rest of the cards out and we'll see what comes up. We have Death. Okay. We have the Numinous and the Mysterious. Okay. What we can't know and what is just an enigma and what our intuition is telling us. We have Trine and Flow. Okay, and that's coming out under the 6 of Swords. And we have You Give Me Butterflies. Oh boy, that's really 5 of Wands stuff. My life has never been the same since I met you. Okay, and we have Cash Flow, Spend Wisely. Okay, so money coming in, and also with all this fire energy, it can cause us to be like do things too quick or do things too soon, or to do things very spontaneously and not really think about the consequences until later, and then we're kind of in hot water. So some of you may be working on that cash flow and spending wisely, or, you know, also there could just be a lot of money spending going on in this connection, or there could be a lot of expensive dates or dinners, or just money going around, going around and around, all right? And We have number 10, I am ingenious. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details. Yeah, that's really Six of Swords. Then direct others on how to carry things out. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like you and this person may be a little bit different. I feel like one of you likes things a bit more organized and streamlined, and the other person is more like thriving on chaos, okay? But this opposite energy between you two could be like this mysterious thing that somehow flows between you both, okay? And they come away, feeling like they got butterflies, okay? And yeah, and death, we could really be thinking of death here as like the little death, la petite mort, as they say in French. I think that's how you say it, which is, of course, the little death. Do you guys know what that is? Pile number 3. I hope you do, because if you don't, it's a mystery here with this Numius, and you can look it up, all right? But it's like, I don't know, I feel like you have this person feeling kind of flustered or maybe challenged after you spend time together. They feel like very spontaneous. They're doing things that they might not have done before. They may feel a little risky, okay? And yeah, and sometimes there's just a mysterious force that drives us to something and we don't even know why. It may not be always like, the best thing, but it feels good. You know what I'm saying with this trine and flow here? And we have Field of Dreams. Okay, and it looks like we have some fairies who are looking around and wondering, like, this card always reminds me of Australia for some reason. I don't know why, so maybe some of you want to go there or travel there or know someone there, but yeah, some type of travel. Also too, like some type of spending money with, like having a lot of dreams, okay? There's a song called We Have a Lot of Dreams, but We Can't Get Out, or I Have a Lot of Dreams, but I Can't Get Out, okay? So, like being very passionate and fired up and, like wondering what comes next, I feel like, with this Field of Dreams, okay? And they're like looking up at the sky, looking down, looking at you, and they're kind of wondering, I feel like they're kind of looking at you for what comes next, okay? Or they're wondering, like, kind of like, where do you see this headed to? Or, like needing your help with something here to make something happen, okay? And it's like I keep waiting for something to happen or something to change. I don't know if it's just a dream or if this is actually could be a reality, okay? So there may be some frustration here too with the 5 of Wands, because somebody is trying to be more practical and the other person's just more like living wildly, okay? So, but I mean, at the same time, this person has a lot of fun, and it says energize and enjoys. So they come away feeling very energized, and certainly the 5 of Wands is very energized. It's just like, where is that energy going? Is it being spent wisely, right? Is this just kind of like a dream or a fairy tale, or is this, something we can actually keep going, So we have energize, enjoys, and lubricates, okay? And supports and indulges. Okay, so I feel like this person does indulge a lot when they're with you, and they indulge in, like their physical desires, their sensual desires. They indulge in the good feelings that present themselves in that moment. Okay, and then they may need to part ways with you, or they may need to go their separate ways here with the 6 of Swords. But, I also feel like when they go, everything's cool, right? Because the 6 of Swords is pretty cool. It's pretty chill. Like there's, You know, there's not anything really wild going on. It's just like, well, I'll see you later type of thing. And it seems nice when they leave, but then they find out that something's wrong, or you're upset, or something isn't going right, okay? And also, they may be having some problems money-wise, okay? And, you know, like wanting you to somehow help, or it could be opposite or reversed here. But it's like going away and just like, all right, okay, cool. You know, like we had a really good time. It was really fun. And, but then like, you know, feeling uneasy, I feel like with this Five of Wands, like as they start thinking about things, or as they start really reflecting on things, I do feel like something makes them feel a little bit nervous or uneasy. Pile number 3, okay? We have You Give Me Butterflies here. So, I mean, with this Ace of Wands and Fire card and this mystery and this flow that you two share together, and the intensity of it with the Death card here, like that it really changes them, okay? Or that this connection has the power to change the course of their life, and it may be like very tumultuous for them at times. Pile number 3, okay? They're saying you give them butterflies. And yeah, because there is such a fire between you two, such a mysterious attraction that just pulls you guys into a flow with one another, okay? And, you know, when they come away from seeing you, they feel like, you know, like their inner knowing is being, like their shadow work is coming up, their inner knowing, their psychic senses, like the mystery of life, that their intuition is kind of, you know, on the rise, okay? And I feel like you just activate. Normally this person, I feel, is like very clear-headed, or very like organized, or just very sure of where they're headed. And I do feel like you have a way of kind of like throwing this person off, but maybe they need it, you know, maybe they need some passion and fire and intensity in their life, because you can certainly see that with Death and the Ace of Wands. Also, I feel like they just don't want something to get started only to have it like end. Like it ends before it even can get started. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So I think that they're trying to keep things on a good path here with the Six of Swords, and not overreact about things. But with the Five of Wands, I do think they have some concerns, okay? And things could have become hard for them recently. They're saying, my life has never been the same since I met you. So, you know, with the Ace of Wands and the Death, it's like, I don't think they could go back to how they were before. You know, I really don't. I think they have tasted a piece of passion and pleasure, but I also think they've kind of paid the price for that. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? And it could be money issues. It could be, you know, having to like getting held up on something when it comes to their dreams or what they're trying to do. Okay. But, I also feel like you have a way of invigorating this person too. Okay. And, they do desire you with this Fire and Desire card. Okay. And I do think sometimes they try to chill out with the Six of Swords here and just kind of like not really go crazy with it and try to like mentally maybe disconnect a little bit. But I feel like, you know, memories, thoughts, images of you keep coming back to this person and disturbing them, or maybe making them kind of unfocused at times. Okay. And yeah, so this person is trying to organize all the details and then direct other people on how to carry something out. But I feel like the Six of Swords is trying to direct something here, but people are not figuring it out with the Five of Wands. So they may come away feeling a little bit, you know, like like someone's being stubborn or not listening, or someone is, or that you're not necessarily like, you know, you may be feeling, pile number 3, I feel like some of you are kind of stubborn, okay? And some of you could be fixed signs here, like Aries, or not Aries, sorry, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, okay? And, you know, I want what I want when I want type of thing, right? Or like, I really want to go after what I want, all right? But this person trying to put things in more of a flow, but things keep getting a little, you know, messed up, okay? But I do feel like this person comes away from spending time with you of new ideas of how to carry out things that they're working on. It's like something about the energy between you and this person really inspires them, okay? And you definitely are very unexpected and very different than I feel like some of the other people that they've hung out with, or some of the other people they've spent time with or dated. I definitely feel like you have them living on the edge a little bit, or you have them embracing sides of them that they haven't really dealt with before, and that can be a little bit confusing, okay? They might also be a little bit frustrated after they spend time too, thinking, oh my gosh, I spent so much money and all my plans got mixed up or whatever, but it was worth it because I had fun and that felt good, okay? So you guys really coming through like a renegade in this reading, pile number 3, and them wanting, I feel like, to get in a flow with you, or maybe to help you with something too, or thinking about how they could help you accomplish certain things that you want to do, okay? I feel like it's kind of like they're saying, don't get frustrated, it's going to be okay, all right? But there clearly is like a lot of passion, walking away, wondering like, if there's so much passion and we flow together so well, why does it feel like so upsetting? Or why does it feel like so awkward? Or why do I feel knocked out of my usual kind of, you know, my usual kind of like game? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have certain rules they like to conduct themselves with in relationships, and I feel like you just kind of like, you know, change all of that for this person, pile number 3, okay? In big ways and small ways, pile number 3, all right? So that is what I am getting for you, my darling pile number 3s. I hope that that reading resonated for you. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback in the description box below. And for those of you that would like to join me on my Vimeo channel, I'd love to see you there. Just make sure you choose pile number 3 for this reading. Thank you so much, pile number 3, and thank you to everyone today, and take care.